to get protein and that kind of stuff. Why don't you talk about that?
Okay, well, again, yeah, like you say, man, Abdul was wrong every sense of the word. And when we met him, he was your typical 20-year-old struggling college student, like we all were at one point. So I think we've all had that diet, at some point in our life.
Yeah.
But basically, man, as far as like your protein and your carb intake, that could be done on the cheap, man. I mean, beans and rice. I'm not trying to sound like we're in the penitentiary here, but beans and rice, good whole wheat, whole grain bread, that stuff like that. You can go down to HEB and get something like that. Again, at a fairly decent price. As far as like meats, again, I'm going to kind of give HEB a little bit of promotion. They actually make the like pre-cooked bags of meat. I don't know if you've ever seen those in HEB. Yeah. But you can get one or two of those bags, man. Like one bag for me, I actually use it myself because I just don't have the time to really cook and grill up chicken breasts and do all that good stuff. Man, you get you a bag of the chicken, a bag of the beef fajitas. You got meals for, like 2 meals a day for 4 days a week, 3 or 4 days a week just off of that. And that's what I told Abdul, man. Get you like a bag of rice, boil that rice up, I'm not really big into having people measure their food, measure their protein intake, unless it's like an elite level athlete that has to do that. Again, we're talking about kids here. Most kids have such a high metabolism that they could eat anything, and take that with a grain of salt. That doesn't mean go eat anything, but their metabolism is high enough they don't really have to worry too much about body fat, so they could eat anything and still kind of burn it off, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like in Abdul's case, I told him, man, get you a bag of rice, boil it up in a big old pot, put it in some Tupperware, or if you want, a half a cup of rice in different Tupperware dishes, like 5 Tupperware dishes, and then handful of chicken in one, handful of the beef in the other, handful of chicken in one, handful of beef in one. That way you have a little bit of variety. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Also, too, the microwavable vegetables is good. I like getting the broccoli myself. You can throw like chicken and broccoli for one meal, chicken and rice for another meal. Chicken and broccoli, beef and broccoli for one meal, beef and rice for another meal. Okay? That's quick, that's cheap, that's easy, that's something you can stick in the microwave on the go. Okay? And I've said 2 meals a day because those would be your main meals. I usually like to have my athletes eat 5 to 6 times a day. For breakfast, oatmeal. You know what I'm saying? Half a cup of oatmeal. Oatmeal's good, clean food. It doesn't have to be like the steel cut or organic or anything like that. Just go get you some Quaker oats or some HEB oats. Throw that in the Tupperware. There you go. That's your breakfast. Maybe with a banana, all right, or something like that, okay? For snacks, fruit, banana, cantaloupe, watermelon, whatever your favorite fruit is, you can use that for your snacks in between your meals. You see what I'm saying? So like a day for an athlete like Abdul, maybe he'll start off with maybe like oatmeal and like some orange juice. Okay? 2 to 3 hours later, I'll have him eat maybe like a couple of bananas, some almond milk. Okay, that's the second meal. Okay? Third meal might be like tuna. And tuna's something else. I didn't think about. I forgot to say tuna. Maybe like a pouch of tuna and some rice. Okay, that might be his pre-workout meal. We take him through his workout. After his workout, okay, the beef and rice. Okay, have another little snack, maybe like another piece of fruit, or if you want to get like some granola bars, it doesn't have to be a high-end protein bar, like a granola bar or something. Do that. Okay, for dinner. Whatever you want, or you could do again, like I say, the chicken and broccoli maybe, or the chicken and rice, or the beef and broccoli, whatever you want to do for dinner. And that's it right there. And between, let's say, 2 bags of like the HEB beef, 2 bags of like the HEB chicken, a big bag of rice, a big thing of oatmeal, $100 right there. And that could easily last you 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying? And then, the fruit, you get the fruit as you go, or you could get, like the granola bars. I know, again, shout out HEB. You could get like the big family pack of like, 32 granola bars, from HEB. and that's like $10. So $50, $60, that could be enough for like a high school, the middle school, to maybe like a young college student to eat like on a budget.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's great, man. It's